Yeah, morning trades. Plenty of reasons to de-risk portfolios today, and we've seen that playing through. I mean, we've seen the Riksbank coming out and raising by 100 basis points. The market was looking for 75. Obviously, people are saying, well, if they're more hawkish relative to expectations, what could other central banks do? And of course, there's plenty of them coming out over the next 48 hours. We've seen the German PPI numbers coming out at 7.9%. The market's looking to 2.4%. We've seen Ford coming out and saying inflation pressures have impacted suppliers' costs. They've downgraded their earnings. The stock's down 12.3%. Obviously, continue to watch what's happening in Russia as well. We're expecting a speech coming through in the session ahead from Vladimir Putin, obviously something people are watching pretty closely. And we've seen ECB officials coming out with some fairly hawkish rhetoric as well. We've seen that terminal rate for European rates pricing pushing up to about 2.38 for the June contract. And that's boosted the euro, certainly against the CAD, the NOK and the Swedish krona as well. We have seen euro dollar under a little bit of pressure, but that's because the dollar's been so strong on the session. Obviously, everyone pre-positioning ahead of that Fed meeting. We've got 80 basis points being priced in for this meeting alone. We are watching that dot plot projection. I think that's going to be widely watched. And if you look at the median estimates at the moment, the Fed are pricing that Fed funds at 3.38 for the end of this year. We expect that to go to about 4.12. For next year, it's about 3.37 on the Fed funds to about 4.37%. We're expecting their GDP numbers to forecast to come down from around 1.7% for the end of the year, down to about 20 basis points. So a material shift there. And for next year, from around 1.7% down to 1.3%, expecting their inflation numbers for this year to push up about 20 basis points or so. We've got terminal Fed funds future pricing at the moment around 4.48, so up about 1.5 basis points. We've seen selling on the day coming through in all parts of the fixed income curve. Certainly 10s got up to about 360 overnight, pulled back a little bit, but yeah, we're selling up about 8 basis points at 356. Real rates have moved up. Have a look at the dollar move again. You know, we've been consolidating in the dollar index around 110, but it's been working across all currencies pretty much on the session. The Swiss francs worked well as well. We've seen the Nasdaq down about 90 basis points. It's outperformed. Tech's done quite well, actually. Apple's worked really well on the day. Tesla's looking reasonably strong as well, but certainly down about 90 basis points. S&P down 1.1% off the lows of the day. We've got gold down 70 basis points, crude down 1.4%. We're expecting Asia to open on the back foot here as we pre-position ahead of that Fed meeting.